Drawing aces, start with the basics. Check out the stream if you want to see the greatness. Talking to these artists on an independent basis. All you creators, tell them what your name is. My name is Platinum Max, I'm with Drawing Aces. It's a platform that you gotta call amazing. Interviewing all the stars in the making, paving the way all across the nation. Big in the world of indie comics. Stop by if you gotta pimp your project, and maybe just show off a little progress, or just kick back and talk some nonsense. And you can check out the watch along, cracking jokes on a movie like a marathon. Ayo, let me tell you what channel's on. Yes, Drawing Aces, you can tag along. Drawing Aces, start with the basics. Check out the stream if you want to see the greatness. Talking to these artists on an independent basis. All you creatives, tell them what your name is. Drawing Aces, start with the basics. Check out the stream if you want to see the greatness. Talking to these artists on an independent basis. All you creatives, tell them what your name is.
All right, so we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Pimp Your Project stream. Tonight we have some very cool creators with us. We have Ryan Cardinal in the house. What's going on?
What up?
We also have the one and only Andy Smith is in the house with us.
How's it going, man?
Good. So yeah, guys, welcome to another episode. We don't have Sim today. He's feeling a little bit under the weather, so I wish him a speedy recovery, and he'll be back with us next week. But yeah, we got some very cool projects to go over today. So why don't we get started? Just bring it up on the screen in 1 second. So Andy, why don't you tell everybody about First Man, the graphic novel?
All right. Yeah. First Man is it's cosmic. And what I mean by that is there is basically these 10 essences that are spread across the universe. Each essence inhabits a host on a separate planet. And when they're apart, everything's good. But if they all come together into one being, that being would basically be the all-powerful. And Monarch, the guy in purple there, he's the big bad guy that's trying to collect all 10. And the last one is actually on Earth inhabiting this college kid, Luke Henry. And Luke has no idea about the other 9 and all that stuff. He's just like, whoa, I've got these powers now. What's up with that? And little does he know that he's being hunted by this guy, Monarch, and this female, Penumbra, who Monarch kind of cajoled into helping him track down the last essence. Because at this point, when the story starts off, he already has 9 of the 10. And Penumbra has kind of her own agenda going on. She has a special bond with the essence that inhabits Luke Henry. It's cosmic in a way that I grew up reading Captain Marvel and really loved Captain Marvel. So there's kind of that aspect of it. I also really love Shazam, when Billy Batson would say the magic word and boom, transform into the Shazam Captain Marvel character.
Yeah.
So Luke Henry actually changes from his college kid, human form into the Apollo form when they merge to become the First Man. It's 64 pages, square bound, full color, of course. Each character is going to have their own bio page, kind of like the old handbook of the Marvel Universe. I grew up on that stuff in the 80s and always wanted to do something like that with my characters. And that's the main book. There's a secondary book, which is 40 pages, which is called the Program Book, which is basically a behind the scenes making of the graphic novel. And that also has about 15 guest artists that show their take on their how they draw First Man. And that's a separate 40-page book that is at $15, whereas the main 64-page graphic novel is $25. So
no, it's really that's a really cool idea to have the different artist takes on it. That's really that's different. I don't think anybody's ever done something like that before.
Yeah, I was going to do like variant covers, but there's just too many of them because there's so many artists. So I figured, you know what? I'll just put them in this program book in the first part. So when you first open up the program book, it's going to be the guest artist for like the first 14 to 15 pages. And then after that, you'll see the behind the scenes layouts and character sketches and things like that went into the process of making the actual book. And then Bart Sears, a buddy of mine, did a variant cover for me. So I do have one variant cover by him that I inked and colored. So there is that as well.
Oh, very cool.
Badass.
Yeah, looking the campaign, it's $13,913, 264 backers.
Yeah.
30 hours left. Is that the 30 days or the 60?
No, that's the 60. So it ends tomorrow night at midnight. So I'll probably pop one around this time tomorrow night and stream till it closes to do a little closeout thing. And it will go in demand, but I'd still want to get it up to, I'd like to get it to 15 because 15, there's a stretch goal for a 4x5-inch magnet. So I already have a bookmark. Everybody's going to get two-sided bookmark and a two-sided trading card. Both those were met. So the third one would be the magnet, and I think it'd be pretty cool to get it to that. So, and it's close.
Yeah, man, that's definitely doable. A little over 1,000. Yeah. We've seen closeouts do a lot more than that in the last day. So
yeah, so I think I'll get it there. I'm not too worried about it.
All right, so let's check out this trailer.
Sure.
Let me see. Might have to double check that the audio is on. I think it is. Let me know if you hear anything on your side. Here we go.
First man, you know the drill. A college kid is imbued with great power and likes it. Penumbra has other plans and hand delivers him to Monarch, a fun 64-page action-packed comic book harkening back to the glory days of Marvel Comics, only on Indiegogo.
That's it. Short and sweet, baby. Right to the point.
There you go.
First man, you know the drill. A college...
Pause that. Okay. Get out of this screen.
Yeah, I dig how take he's got a Peter Parker look there.
What's that?
Looks like he's got a bit of a Peter Parker look going on there.
Yeah, a little bit. I incorporate things that I grew up with that I really enjoyed. So
yeah, it's a nice cover.
The featured tier is 75, which gets you all three: the book with my cover, the book with Bart's cover, and the program book.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So the first program book is 15. Yeah.
Yep. And the book itself is 25.
25.
And then Bart's cover is 35. And then below that is a tier of First Man in a program book for 35.
Now here we go.
Get yourself an original head sketch for 100.
Oh, very nice. 6x9 right there.
Yep.
Is it going to be in the book or separate?
I was going to do it in the book, but I've had a couple of people ask me if I could do it on a separate piece, and it makes no difference to me. So I'll probably end up just doing them on separate. So then people can bookshelf the book and then still have the piece, to hang up or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
You still got 8 slots available for those.
And then there's a couple sketch covers that
sketch cover
I've done. Yep.
Spider-Woman.
And then a figure sketch is 200. And that's the second time I put that up. So I sold out of the first 10. So I thought, I might as well put up another 10. So
there you go.
and in a big Justice League cover with a ton of characters.
Damn.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, Wonder Woman zombie sketch and a couple of sold out ones here.
Yeah, and then that one, yep, sold a couple of those. So
Yes.
yeah, and then
Yeah, man. I know you touched on some influences and stuff for the book. Yep. You said like influenced by like Captain Marvel and some other.
Yeah, Captain Marvel from the cosmic type standpoint, and when I grew up reading comics, and this is how I remember it. I could be totally wrong, but I seem to remember out of, say, a 21-page comic that they would almost split it in thirds, whereas let's take Spider-Man as an example. Out of 21 pages, you might have 7 pages of Peter Parker stuff, and then the other 2/3 of the book would all be Spider-Man stuff. And it would be intermixed. So it wouldn't be, 7 and then 14. It would be a couple pages Parker, Spider-Man, back to Parker, Spider-Man. But if you actually broke it down, it almost felt like it was 1/3 of the alter ego and then 2/3 of the hero. And it seems as late I'm seeing more of a reverse of that almost. And I don't know. I mean, if I'm buying a book called Spider-Man or Superman, I want to read more about a story of them when they're doing the heroic stuff and in costume, and even to the standpoint of, when I was reading Avengers as a kid, they would all walk around Avengers Mansion wearing costumes, and they'd sit down at the big table to eat wearing costumes. But now it's almost a little too real worldy, where it's like, well, we're not fighting crime, t-shirt and jeans. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of cool, but I'd rather see Cap walk around like Cap and stuff like that. Even if he's watching TV, sitting on a couch, put him in his Captain America costume. It's comics is a visual medium. It's cooler to look at than say, oh, Cap's watching TV, so Steve Rogers is wearing a t-shirt and jeans. So
yeah, definitely true.
Yeah. So, that's one thing I mean. So like Luke Henry's in this book, but for the most part, you see Apollo and stuff. So that's the approach for this.
Yeah, that's completely, I agree with that. Like it seems nowadays almost like a lot of these writers are embarrassed to write the heroes in their costumes doing heroic stuff.
Yeah.
So like, they just want to write them be mopey and kind of whining about their lives and stuff, which is not interesting at all.
Yeah.
You want to be superheroes, be superheroes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's superhero stuff. That's what I'm buying it to read. And I don't mind an issue here or there where it's like, okay, we're just going to focus on Peter Parker and Mary Jane and flip the script to where it's, 14 pages of that, only 7 pages of Spider-Man. Once in a while, that's fine. But for the most part, I want to read about the hero. Oh, and this is my my fake hostess ad because
that's awesome, man.
Once again, I love that. I love those ads growing up. So I thought I would incorporate one in the book and do it in a throwback style and color it flat and, do a newsprint type effect for the paper and stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
I just want the book to be fun overall. So that's, like I said, each character gets a bio page. You've got that ad, just try and make the main book as fun as possible. And then the program book, like I said, features artists like Adam Hughes, Brian Hitch. Let's see, that's Mike Zeck, Kevin Nolan, J. Scott Campbell, Brandon Peterson, and then another Bart Sears, Alan Davis, George Perez, and there's a couple others that I haven't listed.
Hot damn.
So they're all in the program book.
That's great. I'm a huge George Perez fan. So
yeah. Guy says name dropper. Gotta drop the names, man. Trying to sell a book.
Hey, drop them and pick them up.
That's right. And it's better than doing variant covers, because honestly, if I did them all as variant covers, each variant would have cost more than the program book itself. So you get the program book, you get them all.
Yeah. Here's the
and that's the two-sided bookmark and featuring Penumbra, and below that is the trading card. Double-sided. And like I said, if we make the 15, you'll get a 4x5-inch magnet to slap on your fridge or your car, whatever.
Yeah, no, man, this is like a lot of fun, man. Definitely, I can definitely see you hitting 15 by the end of midnight tomorrow. So,
thank you.
So yeah, guys, all the links to everybody's project are in the description. So if you haven't backed First Man, you can go right into the description. It'll take you to the Indiegogo, and you can back for the tier at your choice. Same thing for anybody else's projects today. So yeah, that's First Man.
Cool.
Joe brought something up there. Joe Catapano. Where did he come up with the names?
Apollo and Penumbra, I actually came up with when I was in my teenage years, like freshman in high school, I guess. And the whole gist was Apollo, as you can see with the color, is yellow and bright, and then Penumbra is more blue and gray, so dark. And Penumbra is supposed to be, if I remember the definition of Penumbra, I think it's like the darkest part of a shadow. I could be wrong. It's been a while.
That's like the Terminator line kind of a shadow, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So, and that's just it. One is the light, one's the dark. And then Monarch, that's a very good question. Monarch I came up with in the 90s, but I don't remember where. I just thought it was a really powerful name for a bad guy. When I was trying to think of a name for a really big bad guy, I got that one somewhere. So, and then First Man's another tough one that I'm trying to remember how I came up with that, because it's basically when Apollo and Luke Henry merge, and that's when, and they become the First Man. But I really can't remember on that one. It's been over 20 years, so that's a stretch to remember. That's awesome.
That one. That's awesome that it's been brewing that long inside your head.
Yeah. But I designed Apollo and Penumbra originally, like I said, when I was in high school. So Apollo's changed a little bit, because like I said, I kind of grew out of my love of Captain Marvel. So Apollo originally had the mask that cut across here so you could see his hair like Captain Marvel, but then I ditched it. So
yeah, man, that's awesome. Just want to hail the chat real quick. Say hi to PK Conrad, Joe Catapano, Chris. I know Joe Ball was here earlier saying hi.
Yeah.
What up, everybody?
What's up? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. So yeah, now let's talk about what you got coming up, Ryan. Chaos, a story of blood and stone, issue 1 and 2 mailing list right now.
Yeah. If everybody wants to pop over that, hop onto the mailing list. That way, when the mailing list is said and done and we launch the campaign, there is going to be a secret tier that you'll only be able to get if you sign up for the mailing list right now. Just give me a second here. Hopefully that cleared out. Got a bit of a frog in the throat. Not COVID though. Not COVID.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys are safe where you're at on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Put your 5 masks on, damn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put them over my eyes. The safer. Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, Chaos, I'm going to be launching this probably in May. I was originally going to launch it in December, but life took a little bit of a side turn in November, and I ended up having to reopen my own tattoo shop. So that kind of is taking priority in real life. So this gets put on a bit of a back burner for now, but it's still planning on going forward. I'm actually working on the animation for the trailer right now. And oh boy, frame by frame animation. Yeah, man, I'm going to be up doing late nights doing that.
Wow.
Well, I can give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what I got going on for that right now, if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Let me pull it up here. Share screen. Let's see here. Audio. Let's pull this up. There it is. Let's see. Is it this one? I think it's this one. So that's a little teaser for the trailer right there.
Dude, that's badass.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
That is really cool, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
I don't.
It's
Wow.
yeah. For Caius, it's very very inspired by like Shonen Jump, all that kind of stuff. Very very anime manga inspired.
Yeah.
You know, boys punching the crap out of things and blowing stuff up. Like that's what I'm all about. Book one, though, a little bit of a heads up on book one. Book one is the lead up 15 years prior. So when you get book one, it is a big preemptive arc of the big story, and it goes away but comes back like a ton of bricks when it comes back. So it's not a one and done kind of story. This is going to be an ongoing thing, and it's going to be a very very thick volume once it's all said and done. So anybody who hops on this, I want you to hop on for the ride and the adventure that we're all going to go on while I create this.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, man. Got the first one's a lot of fun. We definitely have to give it another reread before the second one comes out.
Yeah, I dropped a ton of subtle hints in there that once you actually start getting into the comic book, and we're down to like issue 10 to 15, things are going to start popping up where you're like, oh, wait a minute, I think that was mentioned in issue 1. What's going on with that? So there's a lot of seeds that have been planted that are going to bear big fruit down the road.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Cool.
And the way that I'm going to be doing the campaign as well, I do very, very limited print runs on everything. So for issue 1, I only did, I think it was like 300 copies of the standard edition, 100 copies of the secret tier, and 100 copies of the sketch covers. And that's kind of how I'm going to keep continuing to do it that way. Anybody who gets the floppy comics, they're always going to be limited edition no matter what. Even if I sell out, say I sell out a 300 of the standard, I'm going to open up another tier after that is going to be another 200 copies, but it's going to be a different cover. So I'm going to be doing variant covers, but in a slightly different way. So I have to sell out of everything else before that opens up.
Cool.
And then that way I'm not bombarding everybody with, a ton of variant covers that I have. It's like, okay, cool. We actually sold enough. Now we can crack open the next tier that'll bring that stuff along. At least that's the plan that I have for it.
Yeah.
Cool. And also with that too, it, like I said, it always keeps everything limited. Everybody has a way to hop in, and whatever they're getting is going to be a limited number. And once I get past issue 3, you're not going to be able to get those floppies again. That's going to be it. The only way you'll be able to get the previous stuff is when I start selling the trade, which is going to be a manga-sized digest. So that's the plan that I have going forward as far as just like manga. They go so many chapters and they release the volume. That's my idea and plan for the overall thing.
Cool.
And hopefully I get there. And me being dumb, I'm just like, oh, I'm going to animate a trailer. Oh, this will be quick.
So the trailer for the first one wasn't animated like that?
I animated it, but it was more select animation. It was,
okay.
It wasn't as fluid as the teaser I gave you guys there.
Wow. You're doing it all digitally though, right? All
digitally, but it's still frame by frame animation.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many frames per minute?
24, but I have it broken up in between. Do you know how animation's set up, like on 2s and 3s and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing certain parts full frame, 24 frame, and other parts broken up to 2s, 3s, and sometimes 4, depending on how snappy I want things to be. But the funny thing is, like, I'm not an animator, so this is just me like driving a truck through everything. Like,
oh man,
does this feel good? Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna learn a lot, that's for sure.
Well, I'm also like taking cues from like old or late 80s, early 90s anime intros and breaking those up frame by frame to see how they actually move in between stuff. I'm like, oh, that's how they do it. They did a big smear there, and when you play it, it doesn't look like it, you know?
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing a lot of background research that's also eating up time, like just breaking stuff down frame by frame on video and YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I admire the effort for that, man. It's really very cool of you.
Well, the way that I see it is like, if we're all building our own IPs here, why not just kind of like add as much as we can into it? So that way, you know, I don't plan on going Hollywood, but if somebody comes knocking and says like, hey, this is a cool project, we want to do an animated thing, I already have a vision of that planted to be like, yeah, as long as it's like this, but better, let's run with that. And yeah, being in Vancouver here, there are a ton of animation companies, so that's not too far out of reach to go somewhere and actually pitch something. So
that's cool.
Yeah, man, that's great.
And yeah, there's a bunch of the characters. Some of them are going to meet in issue 1. You've already met. Issue 2, you're going to meet the core group. The core group is the black snake there. That's Sisik. The kid in the middle. That's Nitto. You got old Catmaster Lee behind him, and you got Trigger the chicken that's down at the bottom there. And those are the main guys that we're going to be following along. Imagine like Goku and Tarzan smashed together. Nitto has grown up in the jungle, and those 3 characters are essentially his surrogate dads. That's all he's ever known is the jungle life, and these guys trying to teach him lessons as he's growing up. And every now and then you got the guy with the headdress over here. That's Wes of the Wild. He also lives in the jungle, but he's kind of like mysterious in and out figure. You don't know if he's good, he's bad, he's helping, but he's got his own ideas and his own things set forward. And we're going to see him in the first arc of the story as well, doing what he does.
Cool.
Yeah, man, the designs are great. Who's the little cat guy with one eye?
Okay, so he shows up much later in a bigger story arc, along with the giant back there. Those are a tag team duo.
That's awesome.
And we do get to see them. They actually play a very, very big arc in the Land, Lake, Ocean arc. Like I already got all this stuff mapped out. Like if you see it, it looks like a murder serial board where everything's got like pins connected and strings going across.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about like building your own universe. You know, you just kind of go anywhere with it. So.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, like I have tons of notes for all my stuff. It's just like lying everywhere, just like a mess of notes. And
yeah, you get an idea and you're like, oh, I got to put it down now before I forget it. You scribble it down somewhere, come back to it 3 days later, like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, what is
trying to figure out what I wrote. I'm like, Jesus, I need to get better penmanship because I can't make most of this stuff out. Yeah. That's awesome, man. You want to play the little video there? Or?
You know what? The trailer is just kind of like it's kind of pulled from what I showed you guys here already. If you want to do it, it's cool. But pretty much you've got the more of the good stuff that I just showed you.
Yeah, I thought your little video there was awesome. So yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
So yeah, guys. Like I said, the links are in the description. You can go support First Man before the 60 days end. Click on the link there. You can also sign up for the mailing list. You know, the mailing lists are very important. You get cool free stuff. You know, they'll send you I sent a secret perk link with the exclusive trading card for it. So, you know, people are giving prints away. They're doing this, that, the other. So, you know, it's important, man. It just takes a minute. You sign up, you confirm the email, and then, you know, when the campaign launches, you back it through the link and you'll get some extra cool stuff. So very cool.
I got Joe asking me a question there. He says, am I going to bundle for the new campaign? Yeah, there's going to be a bundle for issue 1, issue 2. And if you sign up for the secret perk, you're going to be able to get the secret perk issue 1 and issue 2. So
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
As well as the sketch covers and stuff I'm going to be putting out too. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you say you were thinking about launching again?
I'm going to be launching in May, probably late May. That's
late May.
I got a bunch of tattoo appointments that I got lined up for the next couple months here. So that's make that world happy, and then I can make myself happy with drawing the comic book and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. So stay tuned. Put it down in your IGG calendar. There's a lot of projects dropping, so it's good to know. Have an idea when something else is going to be dropping soon. So, all right. Let's move on to the last project of the night here. It is the Ace Volume 1, live on Indiegogo. So we're at $3,735, 104 backers, 18 days to go. Yeah, the Ace is the story of a young man looking for purpose who discovers the remains of a shooting star, changing his life forever. So we launched about 11, 12 days ago. Thank you for everybody for getting the book funded. It was funded on Monday. So that was great news to have about 8 days in. So yeah, now we're just, we've unlocked the first stretch goal. So now we're on to like the next one, which is going to be some 6 a.m. stickers. But before we get to that, let me just play the trailer real quick. And then I can start giving you a little pitch about the Ace. Here we go.
Oh no, we're running the place again.
The inmates are running the asylum.
Yeah. You take the east, I'll take the west. Split it down.
Yeah,
the
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that you opened up a tattoo place again.
Yeah, I used to have one years and years ago. And when I moved to Vancouver, obviously, I was just like, screw it. I'm not going to ever have a tattoo shop again, ever. And just out of the blue, my fellow coworker, he was just like, hey, I found a new shop on the other side of the city, close to where he lives. And he's like, yeah, we're going to move. This is going to be awesome. I'm like, dude, I don't want to travel across the city all day, every day during all this. I was like, you can go. I'll just take over your old spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it just kind of fell into my lap that way. So
yeah,
I was like, okay, the universe wants me to have a tattoo shop again, apparently. So who am I to fight it?
And that's even with all the COVID crap, it's going.
You know what, man? Like I quit tattooing for 4 years and went into animation. So when I did that, I gave everybody a year and a half heads up. It's like, yo, man, I'm retiring. Like, I'm out. So I kind of wrapped up all my stuff. And anyone who couldn't get in right before I retired, when I announced like, hey, I'm coming back to tattooing, they're like, oh, thank God, my sleeve, you can finish it up. Oh, my back piece, you can finish it up. And
oh, nice.
Yeah. So there's lots of people that were more than willing to come and help me out with the shop, just being like, yeah, we'll help you out. Just let us know what's going on and we'll be there. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's one of those like weird things where there's a lot of crossover, like on my show. If you want to pop on sometime, I'll hit you up. And
sure,
we can, shoot the shit about artwork and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the hell just happened. My internet just cut out, like right in the middle of the trailer.
Oh, we just put away all the porno just in time then.
I know.
You got to remember to close all the tabs.
Yeah.
That's right.
If we're playing the videos,
man, how many school teachers have been busted like with their like Zoom calls and their tabs are all.
Yeah. Anytime I go on camera, I make sure I double, triple check anything that's on on the screen. I'm just like nothing crazy. Like I've become paranoid about just making sure everything is good, you know.
Yeah. By the way,
Oh,
everybody
yeah, yeah.
sign up to my OnlyFans.
There you go. So yeah, guys. Thank you for supporting the ACE so far. You know, we have about 18 days left on the first 30 days. Link is in the description. You can go check out the campaign and you know, help us get to the next stretch goal, which are going to be the Ace and Akula stickers by 6 a.m. Comics, which are, you know, anybody who knows 6 a.m. knows he does great designs and great work on that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell's going on with my internet tonight. So we're gonna try and wrap this up here. Thank you guys for coming on. So Andy, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
Oh, nice and easy. It's Andy Smith Art. That's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. My website's andysmithart.com, and YouTube. Just I can't remember the exact YouTube thing, but if you just search Andy Smith Art, most likely a video of mine will come up, and then just click it and go from there. So
There you go.
that's it.
Ryan, where can I find you at?
Everybody can find me absolutely everywhere on the Ryan Cardinal, THE Ryan Cardinal. That's Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Minds, kitchen sink, your mom's house, grandma's basement, everywhere that you can find me at the Ryan Cardinal. And thanks for having me on, Edwin. It's badass. Super cool
man.
hanging out with you, Andy.
Yeah, you
man.
too.
Yeah. So you guys can find me on Twitter at Edwin Aces. I'm also on Mind Ass Drawing Aces. Please subscribe to this channel. You know, we do the P.I.M.P stream every Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. We talk with cool creators about their projects. So we'll be back next week. Hopefully Sim will be joining us again. So yeah, guys, you guys have a good night. Like I said, all the links for everything are in the description. Nice and easy for you. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Thank you.